The latest update for WWE 2K25 has caused some major problems, with many suffering black screens and game freezes while updating, while for those that have updated, the update itself has decimated the creation suite, with the update removing all logos from creations. In this video, we're going to go more into that, the reaction and 2K's response, plus I'll also be going over the patch update itself and the changes that were made, more teasers for the inclusion of Aleister Black, and details on the new Wyatt Sicks content that includes cut content from 2K22's MyRise. Before we get into that though, I do want to apologise for the sound of my voice in this video. I'm absolutely loaded with cold and flu and I hadn't planned on making any content this week, but given all the problems with the creation suite, I do think it's important to shine a light on them. So let's start the patch 1.18 update, where the problems are apparent right from the get-go, as after downloading the patch and installing the update, launching the game will see things load as normal and ask you to update your save, though in doing so, this is where the first of the issues occur, as after agreeing to the update, the game will then go to a black screen while the changes are made, with no indication of what's happening or if the game has crashed. When I applied the update, the black screen lasted for over 7 minutes before eventually getting to the main menu, though because there was no indication of what was happening, a lot of players were forced to close the game or restart the console, which risks corrupting the game's save. After making it to the main menu, everything appears as normal. However, as soon as creators started accessing Creators Superstar, it revealed one of the biggest problems with this update, as editing any created superstar will see the game delete their custom logos, leaving you with a blank creation and effectively wiping away hours of work. As you can imagine, this problem has incited a major backlash within the community, which has really been burning away ever since the game's initial release, as players who picked up the Deadman or Bloodline editions for early access found many features broken or missing entirely, and while a lot of them were fixed in a string of patch updates prior to the global release, further patches have caused new problems that have yet to be fixed. Responding to the new problems, the missing logos issue was quickly added to 2K's public issue tracker, with this confirming that the company are aware of the problem and currently looking to address it. As for when we'll get a fix, given that this problem is a major issue that affects everyone, chances are that we'll see a hotfix issue to address this single issue, though the time frame all depends on how long it takes to find the problem and put together the update. In addition to the problem itself, another part of the backlash comes in regards to the handling of the situation. As while it's good to see the issue quickly added to the tracker, one of the biggest frustrations from players is the lack of acknowledgement, as it would go a long way to see the WWE game's social accounts acknowledge the problem and put out a post to let players know that they're aware of it and that it's something that's under investigation. Looking at the bigger picture, it also brings into question the testing process, as it's hard to see how these issues weren't picked up internally given how widespread the problems are. So that's what's happening in regards to the problems with the patch, though there's also a lot more to the update. So let's go over some of the other changes and the new content that was added, starting with a handful of fixes, as the patch notes include 2 fixes, the first of which is a fix for players seeing incorrect championships appearing on nameplates when a superstar holds the Undisputed WWE Championship, while the second is a fix for certain parts that were incorrectly listed as DLC in the creation suite, though we don't have any specific details on which parts were affected. Also included in the patch notes was the addition of new Wyatt Sicks content within the island, though before we cover that, we do have a big update regarding the potential inclusion of Aleister Black, as last month we noted how patch 1.17 added a new Aleister Black entrance template, and following that up, What's the Status has confirmed that the new update has now added Black's Trons to the game, with this further suggesting that he's set to be added to the game in a future update, with rumours suggesting that he may be a replacement for the missing celebrity from the new Wave Pack. In addition to Aleister Black's Titantrons, it was also noted that the patch has added a new classic Titantron for Trish Stratus, with status noting that this is tied to listings for 2 versions of Trish, one from 2000 and one from 2003. Fellow modder Whitty Whitterson also confirmed the inclusion of a new heel entrance placeholder for Drew McIntyre 2010, which looks to be tied to an upcoming Persona card. Speaking of Persona cards, one that looks to be a lot closer to release is an Elite Seth Rollins action figure, as posting on X, Status shared this image of the new Elite Seth Rollins character that was added in the update, though there's currently no word on how to unlock him. While these updates were found in the game files, as noted in the posts, until 2K confirm these characters, all plans are subject to change. Moving on, let's talk the new Wyatt Sicks update for the island, as the new update includes some cut content that was originally planned for WWE 2K22's MyRise. Upon logging onto the island, you'll notice a new message on the line, this leading to a cryptic video from the Wyatt Sicks and the announcement of a new area. After watching the video, the new Wyatt Sicks content can be accessed through the Deadlands area, as when entering the pet cemetery, you'll notice that the iron gates are now open and there's a new option to be transported to the Wyatt's cabin. Upon entering the cabin, you'll find a note from Uncle Howdy, which will kick off this new quest line, with these quests seeing you take on various members of the Wyatt Sicks, with each step featuring new video content featuring Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas. Matches in the new area take place in a new Wyatt-themed arena, which appears to be a modified version of the Wyatt Swamp from WWE 2K20, with the commentary team also making a reference to this in the first match.
Joe Gacy's in the ring, but what sort of ring is this? Something the making of the Wyatt Sicks?
I can't shake the feeling. We've seen this somewhere before, Cole.
Prior to the new update, it was reported that the Wyatt Sicks story would feature cut content from 2K22's MyRise, as prior to Bray's release in 2021, 2K had been working on a Bray Wyatt storyline that seen Dana Brooke playing the part of Bray's assistant, which was introduced as The Shield. The cut storyline was planned to include various matches against the pair, including one that took place inside the Elimination Chamber, with the puppets from the Firefly Funhouse appearing inside the chamber pods. Following the reports, there was a lot of speculation that the 2K22 storyline was being added to the island, though that's not the case, as the new Wyatt Sicks quest is its own storyline, though it does feature some cut content, as during the videos in between matches, we do get a glimpse of a cut scene featuring Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse model, along with the motion capture for the scene and voiceover from Bray himself.
Hello there! Hi!
Let me tell you a little secret.
Trying to extinguish our light.
Trying to extinguish
Our light. Don't worry. He's on the right track. Yowie!
Wowie.
Yowie! Wowie!
In addition to the footage of Bray's Funhouse model, the story also includes some additional audio of Bray recording his voiceover, with these also taken from 2K22's cut storyline.
Cool. Alright, and here we go.
Whenever I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. I have taught you well, little Firefly. I'm so proud of you. And you know what they say. If you love something so much that you want to squeeze it until it dies, do it if you have to, but try to let it go. Don't be sad. You'll always be my little Firefly, and I'll always watch out for you. You've done so much for me. Goodbye, for now. Okay, keep going.
The Wyatt Sicks storyline takes around an hour to complete, and doing so will reward you with some new unlockables, as completing the quest will reward you with new cosmetic items that can be worn on the island or used in the creation suite, with these including a Lily costume for both male and female superstars, along with Bray's Mad Hatter hat, which is also featured for both male and female creations. Overall, the story is a good addition, and it's great to see some of the cut content finally unearthed, but I'm still holding out hope that we do get the full story featured in the future so we can play out what could have been. So that's the latest news roundup. Let me know what you made of it in the comments, and thank you for sticking with me if you made it this far. It's been a struggle to record this as I'm absolutely loaded with the flu. As for anything else, if there's any update from 2K regarding the problems that were mentioned in the video, I'll put in a comment with the update, but in the meantime, thank you again for watching, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.